Guys, we have got to talk about Higgsfield AI, the scam they've been running apparently, and the backlash that is coming with that. Now, I never paid for Higgsfield AI. I was actually a paid creator, which I never got paid. We're gonna get into that, but I'm referencing a article that was sent to me, and Mauricio Tonin. Here on LinkedIn, he was the one who posted it. A buddy of mine sent it to me, and it's a really long thing on GitHub. I guess this is an article. Yeah, it's an article, and it's super long, but I've read the whole thing. I would encourage everybody to go and read it for yourself. We're going to hit some of the high points, and then one of the things I'm really interested in is telling you my experience as a paid creator. But let's just go through this really quick. It's titled Higgsfield AI Scam, Research and Documentation. And guys, whoever put this together, this guy right here at the top, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. They did a really good job because this has so many screenshots, testimonials, and all that good stuff. So I would highly encourage, go down in the description. You can click the link and go read this whole thing yourself. But here on the company and background and funding, he kind of lays out, October 2023, this guy, Alex Marshrabov, who previously sold his company for $166 million, basically created a wrapper company where you pay them for unlimited. And that was the big pitch, by the way. It was like all supposed to be unlimited. And they ran crazy ad campaigns, which we're going to get into. Service, which basically lets you use Kling, Minimax, Google, OpenAI, Sora, all that good stuff. They raised $8 million for the first seed round. By September 2025, they had raised $50 million. I think that's an additional dollars. So we're up to $58 million. And then by this year of 2026, they had $8 million, and they were evaluated at $1.3 billion, with claimed users being 15 million and 200 million in annual revenue. Now, guys, I was seeing Higgsfield absolutely everywhere, but before I had the chance to actually opt into the scam and purchase what would have been considered unlimited, right? I actually got reached out to, and I'll pull it up right here for you. I got reached out to by Higgsfield about doing, and I need to search it, but let's see, Higgsfield paid. Right here, you can see paid partnership. This guy, Logan Wheeler, reaches out to me about doing a paid partnership, in which case I wasn't going to have to pay for it, at least for an extended period of time, where they gave me free credits and promo codes and all that good stuff. So I jumped right on it, and I actually hadn't even heard about it, hadn't seen any of the marketing until this guy, Logan Wheeler, had reached out. But let's get back to the article. So their plans range from $75 to $250 a month, which is pretty on par on one of the services if you were just paying for a specific service like Kling or Minimax or something like that. But yeah, the blackout began December 19th. That is where the controversy really starts. So the bait is unlimited plans. And I was seeing this around Christmas time all over the place. Of course, I'm on Higgsfield's website because I was using it to create a music video or parts of a music video. And if you go back to my a couple of videos from this on my channel, just go type in Higgsfield and my name, you'll see I had two previous videos to this one showing you how I was using it. And it actually was working pretty decently. And it's funny because I was making my music video right here during this time. I think I was working on it, around December 20th of last year. And this is right when the ban started happening. And I was experiencing some throttle as a creator. Now, I wasn't paying for it. So the backlash and the outrage wasn't as hyperbolic, if you will, because I'm getting this for free, so I'm not going to complain too much. But by December 19th is where the blackout begins. And I'll read you a little bit of this part of the article. It says that while the world was preparing for the holidays, Higgsfield's unilaterally changed the rules without warning. The unlimited dream turned into a digital nightmare. The official Discord became a crime scene. And dude, they have so many screenshots from Discord of people complaining. On the night between December 25th and 26th, the situation hit a breaking point. While users in Europe, Asia, and America had been getting kicked off quietly, this night saw a total massacre of accounts with Russian IPs. So basically what happened was people were getting banned, and for seemingly no reason. They weren't generating sensitive content or anything like that. Now, I did get a few prompts come back saying you're trying to generate sensitive content. Mine had to do with I needed a country singer sitting in a chair while his daughter was in a swing, like swinging back and forth, which, that's not sensitive content, but I could see kind of where it would flag it. Of course, it goes on, you've got all these testimonials in here. And also, if you go to LinkedIn, I'll link this to this guy's post. The comments are insane. But server overload and financial reality is one of the sections in here that's very interesting, saying basically stuff like they didn't have the infrastructure to fulfill on the promises, and rather than invest in the infrastructure or backtrack on the promises, they decided to cut their users who were actually paying them. And then when people were trying to reach out, and I can attest to this because I tried to reach out for my payment, which we're going to get into, but whenever people were trying to reach out, they were met with silence. So they introduced what's called the battery system, and I guess they were offering unlimited Nana Banana prompting with 8 simultaneous generations at a time. Then they had to cut that down to 4. Then they had to choke it down to 2. And then the battery, after using your unlimited plan for a while, you get locked out and hit with a restriction. The solution is you pay an extra $5 to keep working on top of the $250 or whatever you've paid, $73, whatever. User rebellion and fake reviews. So this is where the Discord and Telegram massacre comes in. People basically started flooding them with 1-star reviews, and that's justified because they weren't able to generate. They weren't able to even download what they had already done. So they're giving honest reviews, and Higgsfield's response, instead of investing in the servers or, trying to mitigate the situation, they decided they were going to drown the review section, I guess, of their site or wherever people were putting these reviews with positive reviews, fake reviews. Of course, then they ran a partial unbanning and damage control campaign December 25th. They started unbanning accounts. Processing was chaotic and random, more random than the purge itself. Of course, I wasn't a part of that. I had already used all of my creator credits, and we're going to get into my part of this when it comes to being a creator. Influencer manipulation, this is where I really want to give you my story. So what happened to me was I was reached out to, like I said, by this person from Higgsfield. And you can see in the title here, it's paid partnership with Higgsfield. And he basically laid out what they were looking for, a 7-minute video showing Nana Banana Pro on my channel. It wasn't a lot of money or anything. It was, published within 24 hours. We'll send you $30. And I was working on a music video I needed B-roll for. So, hey, this was going to work out. So I ended up making the video. Let's see. I sent them the video. Video is finished, sir. That was on December 2nd. So a little bit before what I told you guys. So December 2nd, video is finished. I heard nothing back ever. February 2nd. Okay, that's 2 months later. I'm like, man, I haven't heard from these Higgsfield people, and I never got my $30. I know it's not a lot of money, but some people it is a lot of money. And, I did make a pretty in-depth video, so I'd love my $30. But I said, hey, Logan, just want to reach out and let you know that I did 2 videos. One was on the one they kind of asked for, and the second one was like a review of the platform, which was just something I probably would have done anyway. But I was like, hey, I got these 2 videos done. Let me know what you guys think. And I didn't even mention compensation. I was trying to just get the conversation going again. And then I got this address not found. So this email doesn't even exist anymore. Interesting. I'm not going to show you, but I ended up going and trying to reply to a different email, and I've still not received anything. But they kind of break down here the ranked issues of the complaints. And, dude, it just goes on and on and on. And there's so many screenshots in this article. And then there's also a ton of inappropriate content. There's a ton of testing that they did where, let's say you were trying to use Kling 2.6 or VO3. They might have actually been sending it somewhere else and telling you it was a Kling generation. Like I said, this article is really in depth. I'm pretty bummed out because Higgsfield did look like it was going to be the next best thing. I'm currently using FreePick religiously, and I really like FreePick. It's just an amazing wrapper software, I guess you call it. But you guys can go through this on your own accord. I don't have time to go through the whole thing. I just wanted to give you kind of an overview from a creator standpoint of what I think about this. And yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen to Higgsfield. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.